Marcus Reed had been working as a night security guard in a quiet office building in downtown Chicago for almost 3 years. And nothing unusual had ever really happened during his shifts. Every night was the same routine. Sit in a dimly lit control room, stare at 12 security camera feeds, and make sure everything stayed exactly the way it should be. Empty and silent. Camera 1 showed the main lobby. Camera 5 covered the parking lot. Camera 9 showed the third-floor hallway. And camera 12 pointed at a small storage room that no one ever used. It was just a forgotten space with concrete walls, no windows, and a single door that remained closed most of the time. But there was one strange detail Marcus had noticed over the past few weeks. Every single night, at exactly 2:13 a.m., camera 12 would glitch. Just a quick flicker of static, that everything would return to normal. At first, Marcus ignored it, assuming it was just an old system malfunction. But deep down, something about it didn't feel right. Still, he brushed it off. Until one night, when the glitch didn't stop. That night, at exactly 2:13 a.m., camera 12 flickered once, then again, and then the screen turned completely into static. Marcus leaned forward, focusing on the monitor, waiting for the image to return. Seconds passed, longer than usual. Then, suddenly, the picture came back. Marcus froze. There was now a chair sitting in the middle of the storage room. His heart began to race as confusion took over. He knew that room. He had checked it multiple times before. There had never been a chair. Quickly, he rewound the footage and checked earlier recordings. The room had been completely empty just minutes ago. No chair, no movement, nothing. But now, there it was. Perfectly placed, as if someone had quietly entered and set it there without being seen. Trying to stay calm, Marcus grabbed his flashlight and decided to go upstairs to check it himself, convincing himself that it must be maintenance or some kind of prank. When Marcus reached the 3rd floor, the atmosphere felt different. The silence wasn't normal anymore. It felt heavy, unnatural, like something was watching him. He stood in front of the storage room door for a moment before finally opening it. The room was empty. No chair. Nothing out of place. Marcus felt a chill run down his spine. "That's not possible," he whispered. He stepped inside, shining his flashlight across the walls and dusty floor. Then, suddenly, his radio crackled. "Marcus?" The voice was low and distorted. He grabbed the radio immediately, asking who it was, but there was no response. Just silence. Then he heard it again. "Marcus." This time it didn't come from the radio. It came from behind him. His entire body froze. Slowly he turned around, but there was no one there. Panic started to rise, and he quickly backed out of the room, slammed the door shut, and locked it, trying to convince himself that he was just tired and imagining things. Marcus rushed back to the control room and immediately looked at camera 12 again. The chair had returned, but this time, someone was sitting on it. A dark figure, completely still, facing away from the camera. Marcus leaned closer, his breathing becoming shallow. Slowly, the figure began to move. Its head turned, slowly, unnaturally, until it faced directly into the camera. Its eyes were completely black. Marcus felt frozen in terror. Then suddenly the screen flickered again. The figure was gone. But before he could process what had just happened, something even worse began. One by one, all the camera feeds started to change. Camera 1 showed a figure standing in the lobby. Camera 5 showed someone in the parking lot. Camera 9 showed something in the hallway. Every single figure was completely still, facing the camera, watching. And then all at once, every screen went black. The control room fell into total darkness. Marcus could hear nothing but his own heartbeat. Then suddenly, he heard a voice right behind him, close, too close. "You watch us every night." Marcus slowly turned around, his entire body shaking. The door was closed, but something was standing in front of it, a shadowy figure, unmoving, silent. Then it spoke again. "Now, it's our turn to watch you." The lights suddenly flickered back on. The monitors came back to life. Everything looked normal again. Empty rooms, empty hallways, no figures anywhere. Marcus sat there, unable to move, trying to convince himself that it had all been in his head. But when his shift ended that morning, he left the building without looking back. He never returned to that job again. And to this day, no one knows where he went. But if you ever find yourself watching security footage late at night, and you see something that shouldn't be there, don't keep looking, because sometimes they notice. And once they do, they start watching you too.